Hi again, everyone. Gary Digital Williams here on Boxing Law on the Beltway, our news and notes, and have a lot to talk about for this coming week into our coming month of February. February is just going to be fantastic. That's going to be a major, fantastic February coming up. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. Boxing on the Beltway news and notes brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas, from shoulder pain to muscle strain, and everything in between, Boxing Along the Beltway recommends Real-Time Pain Relief, the fast plant-based ointment. And if you go to www.freepainoffer.com and purchase $10 worth of Real-Time Pain Relief, you get a free $10 tube of Real-Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. Well, before we get to February, got a couple of results from this past week, and actually last couple of weeks. First of all, congratulations to Lamont Roach Jr., undefeated super featherweight from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Won his first regional title, the WBC Youth Silver Super Featherweight Championship. Won that on January 28th at the Fantasy Springs Casino in Indio, California. Scored a first-round knockout, beautiful, couple great body shots. Took on a veteran, Alex Valdez, took a veteran and just decimated him really throughout the contest. Knocked him down with a body shot followed by a straight right hand. And then moments later, knocked him down with a beautiful shot to the solar plexus. And that just folded his opponent over. And Lamont Roach Jr., who was the 2015 Rookie of the Beltway Boxing Rookie of the Year, and then one of the 3 2016 Prospects of the Year, is just going great guns already in 2017. He is undefeated now, 13-0, 5 KOs, and he has just been excellent. Just an excellent prospect, and great things seem to be on the horizon for Lamont Roach Jr. So congratulations to him. Also, back on January the 20th, after our last podcast, Malik Jackson out of Washington, D.C., won a first-round TKO over Christian Foster of Arlington, Virginia. Now, I don't know who Christian Foster is. I've never seen him. Compete as an amateur or as a pro. And he is 0-3 as a pro. Malik Jackson now 2-0 with 2 KOs. First-round knockout TKO for Malik Jackson over Christian Foster. And Jackson, who had a great amateur career of his own, looking to do some great things as well. Also, Linwood Dozier lost in Philadelphia at the 2300 Arena this past Saturday. Lost by second, I think it was actually third-round knockout in his bout in Philadelphia. Linwood Dozier out of Glen Burnie, Maryland. That card, by the way, was promoted by our very own Chris Middendorf and his new promotional company, Victory Sports Promotions. And they're doing a few shows up in Philadelphia. Hope they'll come back here at some point. We'll see. Now, let's go on to February. February is going to be an amazing month. It starts right here in the Beltway on Saturday, February 11th. Saturday, February 11th at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. King's Promotions returns to Rosecroft, and we'll break down the whole card. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll get a chance to do another podcast, and that'll be focused primarily on the card that'll take place on February the 4th, February 11th, February 11th. The card is complete, from what I've heard. So we'll give you a rundown. We can tell you that Mike Fox will headline the card. He'll be in the main event. So we'll give you the whole rundown of that card later on this week. But that's going to happen on Saturday, February 11th, Rosecroft Raceway. We hope to have a live broadcast from Rosecroft Raceway. And I say hope to. I mean, we should. It may not be as complete as we want to, primarily because, for me personally, that is also the day of Coppin State University's homecoming game. They'll take on Bethune-Cookman University and homecoming. That'll be in the afternoon. I'll be heading straight from Baltimore to Fort Washington, Maryland for the card. So maybe they're slightly behind schedule, but as soon as we get there, we'll be on the air. So hope to get on the air by 7:30, 8 o'clock at the latest. We'll try to give you a specific time a little bit later on. But we will have as much of the broadcast as we possibly can on Saturday, February 11th. We'll be live at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Should be a great card. We'll break down the card later on this week. Now, on Saturday, February the 18th, big night coming up in Cincinnati, Ohio as Lamont Peterson returns, and he'll be in a bout for the vacant WBA welterweight title. Right now, it's not right who he's going to face, but he's facing a Russian boxer. I do know that. Undefeated Russian boxer, if memory serves me correct. This will be first bout for Lamont Peterson since the bout at the Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax, Virginia, where he won over Felix Diaz on that card. So we'll see what kind of shape Lamont Peterson is in. It is for the interim WBA welterweight title. His opponent does have the title, so he'll be trying to get another belt. So we'll see what happens there. And also in that card, Thomas Top Dog Williams returns. He'll take on undefeated Sir Marcus Brown out of Staten Island, New York. And that'll be about scheduled for 12 rounds. I believe it's an eliminator. Of course, Thomas Williams coming off his title loss to Adonis Stevenson. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. That's a big bout there. And that card, both those bouts, along with the main event, which features Adrian Broner's return, all those bouts will be shown on Showtime Championship Boxing, Saturday, February 18th from Cincinnati, Ohio. Then on Saturday, February 25th, from the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama, we have two Beltway boxers on that card in two very significant bouts. One of the bouts will make the telecast. Of course, the main event will be Deontay Wilder's heavyweight title defense. But the co-feature will match one of the two Beltway boxers of the year for 2016. That is, of course, Swift Jared Hurd out of Ackeek, Maryland. He'll take on Tony Superbad Harrison. And he's from Detroit, Michigan. And that'll be the co-feature on that card. It's a 12 round. And right now, at this moment, it is a world title eliminator. The winner of this bout is supposed to get a world title shot. Okay. By the way, going back to the Lamont Peterson bout, if Lamont Peterson wins that bout, actually whoever wins that bout, they're supposed to get the next shot at the winner of Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. So if Lamont Peterson wins, then he could get a rematch with Danny Garcia should Garcia beat Keith Thurman. Jared Hurd is in a similar situation. Hurd may get a shot at Jamel Charlo if he wins, he beats Tony Harrison. That's the way it looks now. Now, there's been some rumbling, a little bit of rumbling, that Charlo may give up the belt. I don't know. If he does give up the belt, then Hurd Harrison becomes for the vacant IBF middleweight championship. Super welterweight championship. Excuse me. Super welterweight championship. So if that happens, but right now that's just a rumor going around that Charlo may give up the belt. We don't know. But right now it is an IBF world title eliminator between Jared Hurd and Tony Harrison. Of course, Hurd has come up with some big events, big wins. Harrison's only lost one time, and that was to Willie Nelson. He has fought a Beltway boxer before. He fought Cecil McCullough and won, I should say, 10-round unanimous decision over Cecil McCullough. So, we'll see what happens. It'll be a great bout, and that'll be on the co-feature of the card that'll be shown on Fox Television, not Fox Sports 1, not FS1. It'll be on Fox, so it's on broadcast television. Broadcast television. That should be great. And then on the undercard, and a bout that will not be televised, but it should be a great one indeed, Alantez Fox. Sly as a Fox out of Forestville, Maryland. Of course, Mike Fox's older brother takes on Kenneth McNeil, who's out of Birmingham, Alabama. And that bout will be for the NABF Middleweight Championship. So this is a big night for the Beltway here. Saturday, February 25th. Again, Jared Hurd taking on Tony Harrison and Alantez Fox taking on Kenneth McNeil. And that Fox-McNeil bout will be for the vacant NABF middleweight title. Add to that, of course, the Golden Gloves begin in February here in this area, and we're still looking for another national champion. Haven't had one in a couple of years, so looking for the next step on this one. But the wave of boxers that have come through that wave of boxers who won national Golden Glove championships, and a lot of those guys who fought very well in the amateurs who fell short of winning those national championships, you can see what's happening now. Already have won 2 titles in 2017. Gervonta Davis winning the the IBF Super Featherweight Championship, and now Lamont Roach Jr. winning WBC Youth Silver Super Featherweight Championship. Look at Delonte Fox looking for the NABF title. This is what's happening in the Beltway, folks. This is why you need to come out and support these guys while they're still here and still in this area before they start branching off and making the voyages that they made, the type of voyages they made in 2016. And you can say you saw them early in their careers before they went on to bigger and better things. So that is where we are right now as far as this area is concerned. It's going to be a magnificent 2017. You got great things going on. There's talk, and these are just rumors right now, as far as I know. There's talk that Gary Russell Jr. will defend his title. He was scheduled to be on that card in Cincinnati. He's now off that card, and there are reports that Gary Russell Jr. will defend his WBC Featherweight Championship on March 11th, Saturday, March 11th, somewhere in D.C. That's all I can tell you. I don't know where in D.C. I assume it will be the Armory, but we don't know exactly where it will be in D.C. But there is talk that he will defend his title, and actually it'll be the first time as a pro, believe it or not, that Gary Russell Jr. has fought in his home area. And if it does come true, so he's scheduled to take on Oscar Escandón, who's the interim WBC featherweight champion, because when the two of them were supposed to meet last year, Russell got hurt. So there is talk that bout will take place, and it will be for the WBC Featherweight Championship. Now we're hearing that it could be the MGM National Harbor. That could be the first event taking place at the Harbor. If that's not the one, then we have also heard rumors that in April, Top Rank might come to the MGM National Harbor, and that might be might feature Mike Yes Indeed Reed, who is a Top Rank fighter. Now, Terrence Crawford, I think, has a bout coming up, so that may not take place. I don't know if Reed will headline a show at the Harbor. That'd be interesting. That would be the case, but that's what we're looking at. So we're looking at great things right now from the Beltway. Again, it could be Gary Russell Jr. at the Harbor, could be Gary Russell Jr. at the Armory. We don't know. Or the Convention Center, possibly. But we'll see what happens. Of course, Showtime used the Armory twice in D.C., both for the super middleweight doubleheader and for the Luis Ortiz and Tony Thompson fight. So things are wide open right now on the Beltway, and we have a lot of great things coming up. There may be a card in April at the ABC Sports Complex. We haven't heard yet. So a lot of great things on the horizon here in the Beltway. But once again, don't forget the dates. February 11th, live from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. February 18th, from I believe the Center Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Lamont Peterson and also Thomas Williams on the card there on Saturday, February 18th on Showtime. And then on Fox, February 25th, Jared Hurd taking on Tony Harrison in a world title eliminator. And also Alontes Fox battles Kenneth McNeil for the NABF middleweight title, all coming up in the next 5 weeks. So you want to stay with us right here on Boxing Law on the Beltway for updates on the latest Beltway boxing news, and we'll just follow along and see how great this year will be. So that will do it for our Beltway Boxing News and Notes. Reminder that Beltway Boxing News and Notes are indeed brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas, from shoulder pain to muscle strain, and everything in between, Boxing Law on the Beltway recommends Real Time Pain Relief, the fast plant-based ointment. And remember, on www.freepainoffer.com, if you buy $10 worth of real-time pain relief, you get a free tube, $10 tube of real-time pain relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. Thanks for joining me, everybody, for this quick Beltway Boxing News and Notes. And reminder, as always, keep supporting the best boxing in the world, the boxing along the Beltway. I'm Gary Digital Williams. Take care, everyone.